Batman is known for his abilities as a master strategist, able to plan for any eventuality, which explains how he always seems to have the perfect tool for any occasion on his utility belt. I'm Andrew Boyd, and today on Top 10 Nerd, we're looking at the top 10 Batman gadgets that are more powerful than you think. Batman has had some really incredible gadgets over the years across many different mediums, and it would be a disservice to the character to only look at tools from the comics, so we will also be including a few entries from movies, TV, and video games. Number 10, the grappling gun. In the original comics, Batman was known for getting around using his trusty bat rope. When Batman was adapted for the silver screen in 1989, his gear was given a much needed upgrade in the form of the grappling gun. The grappling gun fires a grappling hook and uses a winch system to pull the Dark Knight to his destination. It wasn't long before this gadget was adopted by the comics and became a mainstay of Batman's utility belt. Over the years, the power of the grappling gun has varied, sometimes not even being able to pull the weight of two people, and sometimes being used to dangle a full bank safe, as in Batman Forever. What is surprisingly powerful about this gadget is that we are frequently shown the grappling hook being fired with such force that it is able to break through concrete walls before finding a stable anchor point. Number 9. The Batarang. Probably the most recognizable of Batman's gadgets. The Batarang has taken many forms over the years, sometimes just being a bat-shaped boomerang, and sometimes being more of a throwing star. What makes the Batarang such a powerful weapon is its versatility. It has been used as a throwing weapon, a climbing tool, and a cutting tool, not to mention all the variations such as the remote control Batarang, the electric Batarang, the explosive Batarang, or the rarely seen police whistle Batarang. Whatever their use, Batman has taken full advantage of this relatively simple gadget, proving that it is more than the sum of its parts. Number 8. The lie detector. Batman is really good at getting information from people, often by dangling criminals off of buildings or threatening to break every bone in their bodies. This has proven to be an effective method for the Dark Knight, and he has years of experience and training in this area, but it never hurts to be sure that the information criminals are giving you is accurate. That's what makes his built-in lie detector so effective. A newer addition on this list, this heads-up cowl display analyzes a person's heart rate, pupil dilation, and other vital signs, and then lets Batman know if the thug he's interrogating is telling the truth. This is a gadget that is so powerful that I actually don't like it. Call me old-fashioned, but I like the tension that comes with Batman having to use his skills as the world's greatest detective to get the information he needs. Having a computer that tells him every time someone is lying just feels boring to me. Number 7. The Bat Credit Card. First appearing in the 1997 film Batman and Robin, this gadget has been the source of laughter, scorn, and even a few internet memes. But allow me to play devil's advocate for a moment here. On a list of surprisingly powerful gadgets, you have to admit, a billionaire's credit card is really powerful. Not only does it probably have an almost unlimited credit limit, but as it says in the corner, it's good through forever, meaning that Batman never has to worry about replacing it. All jokes aside, Batman is known for carrying around large amounts of cash on him to pay for incidentals, such as in Batman Year 1 when he breaks into a men's clothing store and pays for a suit in order to escape the police. It doesn't seem that weird to me that he would have a card at the ready for certain occasions. It may be silly, but I can see why he never leaves the cave without it. Number 6. The Bat Shield. Appearing in the iconic 60s television show, the Bat Shield is a shield that unfolds from Batman's utility belt to provide cover from gunfire for the Caped Crusader and his sidekick. What is surprisingly powerful about this gadget is not only its portability, but the amount of gunfire it's able to absorb despite being made of incredibly thin material. This is a gadget that I'm surprised hasn't shown up in the comics, as it would be incredibly useful for protecting civilians when pinned down under gunfire. A similar gadget shows up in the Arkham video games, being wielded by Robin, but it has yet to make a leap to the comic book pages. Number 5. Plastic explosive. A useful gadget for when Batman needs to tear down a wall or destroy something in a hurry. This gadget was a mainstay in Batman's utility belt before being replaced with more purpose-built explosives like bat bombs, explosive gels, or the magnetic charges seen in The Batman. What made the plastic explosives so impressively powerful was their size. In illustrations provided by DC Comics of the contents of the utility belt, it is shown that these tiny bombs were compact enough to fit in the tiny vials lining the belt. Not only that, but each vial seemed to contain up to 5 explosives. This implies that each explosive was less than an inch large. Considering the amount of damage each charge is shown to be capable of, That is undeniably impressive. Number 4. Kryptonite Ring. Gifted to Batman by Superman in case the Man of Steel were ever to go rogue, this ring with a small kryptonite gem was essential in helping Batman hold his own against the Man of Steel when Superman fell under Poison Ivy's control in Batman number 612. Kryptonite is of course very powerful when used against Superman, but what makes it even more impressive is how far Batman was able to get with so little. Superman often goes up against and beats foes like Metallo, who has an entire heart made of kryptonite. The fact that Superman felt this would be enough kryptonite to stop him says a lot about how devastating the effects of kryptonite can be, as well as the amount of faith he has in Batman's abilities. Number 3. The Voice Imitator. A variation of this gadget first appeared in the 60s Batman show, where it was used by Alfred to impersonate Batman while on the phone with Commissioner Gordon. A more versatile and useful version of this gadget later appeared in the Arkham Knight video game, where it was an essential tool in helping Batman defeat armed thugs in encounters. This amazing device is capable of mimicking various villains' voice patterns, giving Batman the ability to trick the various goons into walking into traps. This is an incredibly powerful tool for someone like Batman, who uses shadows and subterfuge to stalk his prey, and it's one of the gadgets I would love to see incorporated into the comics. Number 2. The Bat Beacon. First appearing in Batman number 406, this device allowed the Caped Crusader to summon a giant swarm of bats to help cover his escape from a corrupt and dangerous SWAT team during the first year of his career. This is a deceptively powerful device, as it is so small that it can fit into the heel of Batman's boot, but can send a signal miles away to the Batcave, prompting all the bats to come towards the signal. Batman has appeared surrounded by swarms of bats in the years since this gadget's appearance, but to my knowledge, we have yet to see this gadget explicitly used again, so it's hard to say how often or if Batman still uses it. It was of course adapted for live action in a similar sequence in Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins. Number 1. The Universal Tool. Described as a digital Swiss Army knife, the Universal Tool is powerful because of its usefulness and its versatility. It features a miniature computer with various wires which allows it to interface with different devices, functioning as a digital lockpick and a bomb deactivator. The handle can be removed to reveal a miniature toolkit which contains lockpicks, wire strippers and cutters, as well as a variety of screwdrivers. As if that weren't enough, its handle can be used as a hammer, although to be fair, anything can be a hammer if you swing it hard enough. This gadget stopped seeing much use as technology evolved and many of its functions got absorbed into different gadgets, such as the remote hacking device. However, it is worthy of respect due to its many years of service and the novelty of Batman having a full toolkit as one of the gadgets on his tool belt. Did I miss any of your favorite gadgets? Why not let us know in the comments below? And make sure to subscribe to Top 10 Nerd. See you next time.